Hello everyone. Children, today I'll be starting with the reading section. In reading section, we get unseen passages. So in class 11, you get two passages, out of which in one passage, you have to simply answer the MCQs, short questions and vocabulary. It is of 12 marks. The other question that you get is of note making. So I will be today discussing with you how to make notes or note making. This question is of 8 marks and is very important because note making is a very useful skill. It requires lot of practice to learn how to make notes. Why note making is so important in our life? See, while doing your studies, you must be going through many books, isn't it? And in those books, what you do, you highlight the important points. But for that purpose also, if you have to go through those points, you will have to pick up the book, then you will have to open the chapter and then you have to go through the entire text. Instead of that, note taking makes your work easier. You can roughly note down the main points and then whenever needed, you can just open them and you can then go through the text. So, note making is very helpful for all of us. So, here we begin with reading skills, and in reading skills we will be doing note making. Now, what is note making? As I already told you, note making is a useful skill which helps us not only in learning long and difficult questions but also prepares us for life. Now you may ask, ma'am, how is it is going to prepare us for life? See, while attending any meeting or when you will be in colleges, so there your teachers will be delivering the lecture. It's not possible to note down each and everything, or whatever the teacher is telling, the same thing can be copied. So for that purpose we can use note making. So how it helps us? Note making helps us in the following ways. Lengthy lessons can be condensed into short. Next, notes help one to remember the gathered information. It is easy to learn through notes. Useful for making quick revision before exams. Note making skill helps in storing supplement material taken from reference books and journals. As in the introduction, I told you that when you are going through the chapters, what you people do? You highlight the points. But for that purpose also, you will have to turn the pages again and again and you will have to go through the entire chapter. To avoid that, what you can do, and then when we move to senior classes, we go through many reference books. So for that purpose, it's better, instead of going through opening all the reference books again and again, it's better that we make the notes, jot them down somewhere in a notebook, and then there is no need to open those books. Simply going through those notes will help us. Notes help in understanding the text better. Now, how to make notes? Take intensive reading of the passage. If needed, take the reading again. Go through the passage. Once go through the passage. If you are unable to understand, go through it twice or thrice. It's better that paragraph wise you read the passage. Underline the main headings and subheadings from the passage. Whatever you feel that in that particular paragraph, these are the main points, just underline them while reading. Make a note of the main ideas roughly. First, prepare a rough note. Add the subpoints which supplement the main points. From each paragraph, just take out the main point and then mark the supporting subpoints. Avoid giving examples. Examples are not required. Use phrases. Do not write full sentence because this is note making. So, full sentences are not required. Simply use phrases. There are two ways of making the notes. This is format 1. First of all, we will be giving a title to the passage, which is also called the main heading. Then, from each paragraph, we will be taking a subheading. and then related to that subheading, whatever the points we want to include, they will come in points of subheading. So they could be written as 1, 2, 3 this way. Then the second subheading, again the points of subheading. So this is format 1. It is quite easy to make the notes with the help of this format. The other format that we have is format 2. Here also we have to give the title. It is compulsory to write the title. Then first subheading. In the last format we wrote the subheadings, points of subheading as 1, 2 in 1, 2, 3 format. Here the points of subheading could be written as 1.1, 1.2 and so on. But if any subheading has more subpoints, then they could be written as, or they will be written as 1.2.1, 1.2.2, 1.2.3, which depicts that the subheading or the point of subheading 1.2 has more subpoints. This is second subheading. Then this is the points of subheading, that is 2.1, 2.2, and again we have the subpoints of subheading 2.2.1, 2.2.2, 2.2.3. It could be the points for subheading 2.1 also. Then we will be writing as 2.1.1, 2.1.2, 2.1.3 instead of 2.2.1. So 2 point after 2, whatever the number is showing, this is the point of subheading, and then the subpoint of subheading is written. So in both the ways we can make the notes. Another thing that I would like to tell you or want to make you clear is, while writing the notes or while making the notes in second format, please remember the stepwise descending order of the subpoints of any point. This way, here 1.1, 1.2 is written like this, and after that, moving little bit towards the right, we are writing the subpoints of the subheading. Note making is basically writing your text in short. So here we can use abbreviations and symbols. Now, what are the ways in which we can use the abbreviations? It could be done by following ways. First point, by capitalizing initial letters. For example, we usually write USA for United States of America, MP for Member of Parliament. So it is capitalizing the initial letters of any word. Then taking first few letters of the word. For example, eco for economics, telecom for telecommunication, and so on. Another way is taking first and last letters of the word. Example, DISTT, that is district, COMPTT for compartment. To make the plurals, what we can do? We can simply add S to the abbreviations. For example, STDS for students or BKS for books. Then there are few universally recognized symbols, that is we are already using them. E.G, this stands for example, I.E, this stands for that is. Few other common symbols are this plus sign with VE, which means positive. Then other important points, heading should not be abbreviated. Keep this thing in mind that you will not abbreviate the title or the heading. One more thing, not more than 4 to 5 words are required to be abbreviated in a passage. What happens? Children think that if they will use more abbreviations, they will score more marks. This is not true. Using more abbreviations, that means more than 4 to 5 words if you are abbreviating, and then you are writing. It is simply you are wasting your precious time. So it's better you don't make abbreviations for more than 4 to 5 words. In note making, the second question that comes is, writing the summary. This is the second part of the question. So, how to write the summary? Be careful about the tense of the summary. That means tense of the summary must be the same that of the passage. Then avoid mentioning examples while writing the summary. Don't mention the examples because they are not required. It is simply summary writing. They can only be given in limited way if the text is based on examples. Always write the summary in indirect speech. Summary is not written in direct speech. We have to write it in indirect speech. Last point, but the most important one, be careful about the word limit. Usually summary is written in 80 words. Here is the first example. I have given a passage. This passage is about the types of diabetes. These are the first two paragraphs. This is in continuation of the passage. So here comes the question. On the basis of your reading the above passage, make notes on it using headings and subheadings. Use recognizable abbreviations wherever necessary. Minimum 4. You always need to write 4 to 5 abbreviations. So first of all, we will be giving the title. The title for this passage is Facts About Diabetes, or you can give any other suitable title which you like. So the first subheading is given, Types of Diabetes. Below that we have the subpoints of the subheading, that is insulin dependent and non-insulin dependent. Here you can see only phrases are used. We are not writing the full sentences. Second subheading, non-insulin dependent facts. You can go through the passage. You can pause your video for some time to read the passage and then you can link the this example. Non-insulin dependent facts. So 2.1 is also called type 2 diabetes, then begins by 40 years, common after 55 years, earlier called adult onset diabetes. Next comes the symptoms. Now here we have the sub-points of the sub-heading of the symptoms. 2.5.1, you can see the order also over here, how it is written. It is according to format 2. Develops gradually, hard to identify at first, half affected, unaware, feeling of tiredness or illness. Then comes results, damage to, and what body parts are affected. Then comes the next heading, that is the process of food digestion in body. The subpoints are given. Then function of pancreas and the remedies. So the whole passage is covered in these points, or we can see we have made the notes of the entire passage. Now only by going through these notes we can revise our chapter. Now here are some suggested abbreviations or symbol. In Roman figures we can write 2, then YRS can be used for years. 1 ST could be used for first, 1/2 for half, and THRU for through. Here one more example is given. This is about the earthquake. Go through the passage carefully. Now here how we have made the notes. The title is compulsory to be given. Earthquake and enemy. We begin with the notes. The first point, earthquake. Here you can see the abbreviation used for earthquake, the great enemy. First subpoint, strikes everywhere, then the subpoints. Second subheading, then subpoints, then the subheading, then subpoints, and so on. This is as per the first format. Here the abbreviations are used. It is compulsory to Write down the full forms of the abbreviations that you are using. ERTHK for earthquake, UNDRGD for underground, EXPLN for explosion, BLDG for building, MSRS for measures. This is the summary of the passage. Earthquake is the greatest enemy of the mankind which recognizes nothing. It strikes everywhere very deadly. Its power is greater than man can produce. Huge damage is caused by it in cities, in the sea and in the mountain regions. There are many instances of damage caused by earthquakes. In 1755, Lisbon, the capital of Portugal, was destroyed entirely. In 1970, about 50,000 people died in Peru. In 1968, the entire state of Alaska shifted 80 feet into the ocean. Scientists are finding ways to combat against it, but it's not possible to resist earthquake. So, the summary of the entire passage is given within 80 words. No examples are given, only the needed ones are mentioned over here. With this, we come to the end of note making.